Well, welcome everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your Earth Day. We had a lot of big things going on. One Monday it was the eclipse, and then last Monday was Earth Day. Oh my gosh, just full of stuff going on. And today we had very cold winds here, freezing cold. Woo! But it's supposed to get warmer, so that's good. It's the end of April. This is the last Thursday in April, the last week for your April challenge. Woohoo! So let's just put one hand on our hearts and one hand on our bellies and just maybe close your eyes. Just take deep breaths in. Whew. Just find some stillness, find some peace. Nice deep breaths. Just notice how you're feeling. Just take a notice how you're feeling today. Yep. Let's go back here. How are you feeling? Just notice. One of those pictures might help you decide. You might be feeling something that's not there. But here's our barometer. So if you're feeling angry, annoyed, terrified, stressed out, just take some breaths, maybe count to 10 and ask for help. And if you're yellow, well, I hope you're not yellow. You're in the yellow zone. You could be confused, worried, or nervous, frightened. You just can take a break and get some fresh air and maybe talk to somebody about how you feel. And then, of course, if you're sick, tired, hurt, or sad, you just get some rest. Do something you enjoy. Maybe tell somebody. And here, if you're green, well, not green, because then you'd probably be feeling, but anyway, they've got green, calm, excited, focused, and happy. Yay! Just enjoy it. Share it with others. Yay. Hello, April. Well, it's nearly goodbye, April. And I hope you had some showers to bring the May flowers. But in April, always keep moving forward, pushing your limits, and remember each obstacle is a chance to grow, learn from the past, and thrive. So soon there's going to be snowdrops and crocuses, tulips and daffodils, and a million little buds all blooming into life. Oh yes, so we're just going to do our 8 limbs of yoga. So, 8 limbs of yoga, just to remind us that yoga isn't just about the poses or the postures, the asanas. Sometimes when you see yoga shown in magazines and places, it's all about, a pose, a fantastic position somebody can get into. Well, that's only one part, if you remember. So this week, because of Earth Day, I focused a lot on, with my other adult classes, about ahimsa and non-harming. So non-harming all living creatures, the environment, and also, don't forget, non-harming, look after yourselves. So that's a big part. That's the very, very first thing in the Yoga Sutras is ahimsa, non-harming. And of course, our challenge is to do with breathing. And that is here, number 4. So just remember that. And number 7, We often do our meditation as well, right? And just always remember that lots of parts of yoga that people don't always remember. And this is one of them. This is very much part of yoga. We'll do kind thoughts, kind speech, kind intentions. Kind thoughts, kind speech, kind intentions. Kind thoughts, kind speech, kind intentions. And of course, that's to do with ahimsa, non-harming, right? And that's a very good thing to do at night, maybe before you do your challenge, April challenge, which doesn't have to stop after April. It's probably a good thing to do. And you could do this first thing in the morning, just as a little reminder that during the day you will have kind thoughts and kind speech and kind intentions. Oh, where did my picture go? I sent you flower breath. And that's your practice to do your little breathing before you go to sleep. So you practice flower breath by holding your hands in front of you in a lotus mudra. So wrists together, pinkies together, and thumbs together. And then you just hold your hands like a flower in the lotus mudra. Just like you're a blossoming flower. And this is something else I was doing this week, talking about ahimsa and talking about this for Earth Day. So the lotus flower grows. Do you know where it grows? It looks beautiful here on top, but underneath is grows in all the muck and mud. Just grows out of the muck and mud, muck and muddy waters, and it just grows on top. So all you see is the beauty. So we should all try and be like the lotus flower. Just show our beauty to the world and just be ready to accept the beauty in the world into our hearts. But the flower breath, so we'll go back to just holding our hands in the lotus flower. So all we have to do is just breathe into the flower, nice and gently. Almost like, you know, the dandelion clocks, when you blow, just blow gently into your hands. Just feel the breath gently on your hands. Here we are. It's time for our meditation. Ooh. Obviously my flower breath slide is past here, so we'll have to just look at it when we get to it. So we'll just do our meditation right now. So get yourself in a comfortable seat and just bring your attention to your breath. Now you could close your eyes or gently gaze down in front of you, or of course I also have the lovely blossoms here. So you can look at the blossoms, close your eyes, or just gently gaze down in front of you. Maybe you want to hold your hand in the lotus flower. Just take a moment to settle and breathe slowly and lightly. And notice if you are feeling fidgety, just come to stillness. And if your mind is racing with thoughts, just come to stillness. And just notice any tension in your body. Just come to stillness. Just relax your shoulders and soften your face. And let the busyness of your day begin to melt away. Just be. Be in this moment. Be fully in this moment. Be be with your body, be in this space and time. There is nothing to do right now but just be. If you get distracted, simply bring yourself back to this moment and anchor yourself in your body. And as you breathe in, just lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, just feel yourself grounding, melting into the ground, onto the seat where you're seated. Just feel yourself grounded and still. Just be. Just sit nice and still. Just be in the stillness. Just be in this nice quiet time. Just noticing the breath. There, we had some nice time just to sit and feel relaxed. Oh, and look at that. And when you do that, you feel like you've let things go. You're just sitting, you're just being. You can just let go of things. And when you do that, you start to have more patience with yourself and with other people. You also feel that you can accept who you are and accept other people. And also when you do sit quietly, you realize what you are grateful for or what you have, and that you can be grateful for what you have. Maybe little things, maybe something like, oh, I can paint. I have lovely painting, I can paint, makes me happy. Or the flowers are starting to grow. Or I'm going to have a lovely dinner tonight. So Claire, maybe you can take a moment. I've got a stone for you. Maybe you can take a moment just to think of something you're grateful for. I've got my empty basket, but it's not empty anymore. Jennifer, maybe just take a moment. Think about something you're grateful for. There, and Sarah. And Megan. There, so now My basket is not empty, and that always makes me feel grateful for that. So, oh, don't ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Let it go. So when you do go to bed and you are doing your April challenge, which is doing some sort of breath work before you go to sleep, remember what Ra just said, keep it up. It'll help you sleep. Something to keep going even after April's done. So do those lovely, this week I sent you the flower breath, so just breathe into your hands, but also think about things that are negative and just let it go. All right? Yeah. So sometimes my books kind of they kind of follow a theme. It's easy to put some books, like pair a book with whatever theme we're talking about, whatever the challenge is. I thought this might be a good book just to read, just for fun, because when you go to sleep, you want to have positive thoughts, right? So you want to let things go. You want to have a positive outlook to life. And this is one that really helps us to think about that, right? It's a good one just to read, I think. So when things aren't going right, go left. And words by Mark Coliangiovanni. Must be Italian. One day, for no particular reason, nothing was going right. Absolutely, positively nothing was going right. So I decided to go left. The first thing I did, I left behind my worries. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They looked up at me and wondered, "Where are you going?" But I just smiled and waved goodbye. "Wait!" they hollered. "Come back! What will happen to us?" I simply shrugged my shoulders. "You'll be fine." As I walked away, I thought, did I make the right choice? Should I go back and get them? Doubts crept in. So you know what I did? I left my doubts. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They bellowed, "You're making a mistake." Well, I just gazed at the sky. They questioned, "Are you sure you're making the right decision?" "Absolutely," I declared. With my worries and doubts left behind, I could finally think clearly. I forged on until I came to a pool and a diving board, and I remembered all too well. The last time I tried to dive off that diving board, I splattered on my back. Ouch! I remembered the pain and how scared I was. I started thinking, maybe I shouldn't try this. Maybe I shouldn't try this again. So, you know what I did? I left behind my fears. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They screamed, "Don't do it!" I stood up, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. "Stop," they cried. but I simply turned and gave them a wink. I leaped, splat, on my back once again. Woof, that stings. I thought to myself, this is impossible. It can't be done. So you know what I did? I left behind my frustrations. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They yelled, "You can't do it!" Again, I stood up straight, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. They laughed. "Give up already." I whispered to myself, "No way, never." I leaped, feet together, toes pointed, legs straight. Perfect. I did it. I started to realize the more left I went, the more right I felt. So you know what I did? I kept going left. And before I knew it, everything was going right. As I walked home, I glanced at the ground and I noticed something I did not expect. My frustrations were a lot smaller. My fears a lot quieter. My doubts a lot calmer. My worries practically gone. So I decided to pick them back up. And you know what? They felt lighter now. And they weren't so hard to handle anymore. And I realized it was okay to have them with me, so long as I kept my eye on them and made sure that they didn't get too big or loud or too overwhelming. But if they did, and I felt like nothing was going right again, then I'd simply go left. When life's burdens start to feel too heavy, don't be afraid to put them down for a while. There we are. There's your worries, fears, frustrations, doubts. And there's all these arrows going all different ways. But remember, when things aren't going right, go left. So that's a good thing to think about when you're off to bed, because sometimes you start thinking things over and over and over, and sometimes the breathing helps, but sometimes your mind's still going, and you just have to let things go, right? Let it go. And if you haven't had a good day and you've got frustrated, just do what the book says, right? Turn left, and you just put all those bags that like they imagined all those things are in bags. You just put them down and walk away. Just leave them behind, right? It's a good thing to do. All right. And here's Kathy. Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. So now let's just put one hand on our hearts and one hand on our bellies. And just notice how you're feeling. So we were talking a lot about thoughts. So hopefully you've got some positive thoughts in your head. Just keep thinking about leaving things behind, putting things down, leaving them behind. And as you keep thinking to yourself how you're feeling, I am going to make my way over to sit down on the mat there and hope the camera doesn't slide. So here we go. So you just keep noticing your breath, how you're feeling, and I'm going to get myself nice and comfortable here. Okay, whew. Maybe wiggle your shoulders, wiggle that jaw, wiggle the tongue. Just go, whew. Sometimes we get all stressed out and our jaws and our tongues get, oh, we have to let go of all that tightness. Whew. And maybe you just want to reach up high. Just reach, maybe shake, 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 like shake those sillies out. That's a good thing to do too. Except not, we're kind of older than that, right? And so now we have frustrations and worries, so you can just let go of your frustrations and shake those worries out. And doubts, just shake everything out. Shake all that negative stuff out. And then just sit nice and still and think, yep, all that negative stuff's gone. I am going left. Okay, so let's start with our cat and our cows. So slide those hands back and look up, and then slide those hands forward to the knees. Look down, curve that spine. Curve the spine, arch the spine. Ooh, move that spine backwards and forwards. Get yourself nice and warmed up, ready to do some more moving. And then we can do our side bends. Ooh, nice. Nice and slow. Just take a moment just to reach, and then over to the other side. Nice and slow, and reach. And just go again, nice and slow, and reach. Ooh, and then let's just do some cat and cows again. Ooh. And then we can lift those arms up and grow a few inches. Oh, reach, reach, reach. And then just put one hand behind and one hand on your knee. Look over your shoulder. And then the other side. And then let's go to the other side. Just lift those arms up nice and tall so your spine gets tall, tall, tall. And then over again. And then reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. And then just do a long, 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 slow, slow breath out. There, nice and done. That long, slow breath out is the one that helps to calm you down. Go back to our cat and our cows. Curving forward, tucking the chin in, and sliding the hands back, and looking up, and back into a cat. Woo. And just sit up nice and tall. Just notice now how you feel. Ooh, how do you feel? You feel a little better? Oh, I do. Well, let's bring our feet together. Feet together, knees apart, and we'll do our butterfly pose. We'll just sit nice and tall, and just let the knees fall to the floor, or maybe even flap the wings of the butterfly. There. This one is good to open up the hips, bend those knees, stretch the legs. And then you can stretch those legs out in front of you. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake. And then we can move on to our hands and our knees. You need to move away the blocks and cushions out the way. And on to our hands and our knees. And we'll start doing a big hip rotation. So just let those hips go round and around. Let the hips fall to the ankles. Ooh, down they go. And then just come up to that tabletop so the hands are under the shoulders. And the knees are under the hips, so you're nice and firm, right? You've got a nice firm tabletop here. And we haven't done this for a long time. We're just going to lift one leg up and then lift one arm up. And you're a balancing table now. Might be a bit wobbly, that's okay. And then bring the hand down, bring the foot down, or the leg down. Now the other leg goes out straight, and the other arm goes out. Bit wobbly, that's okay. Hand down, leg down. Let's do the other side one more time. So one leg goes out, one arm goes out, then the hand comes down, the leg comes down. Now the other leg goes out, the other arm goes up, then hand down, leg down. Let's stretch those hands out in front and then drop the hips down so the arms are straight, knees together, hips go down. So we're in an extended child's pose. Just feel the stretch just for a moment. And you know what we're going to do now? We're going to rock forward so shoulders are over the hands. And then just rock back into the extended child's pose. And then just rock forward, shoulders over hands. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. And we're going to rock forward. We'll stay here just a little bit longer. Get those arms nice and strong. Keep breathing. Just feel the strength in those arms. And then just rock yourself back. Have a little rest in the child's pose. We're going to get ready to get into our downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, push the hips up, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, head down, hips up. Straighten those legs. And then walk forward. Fingertips on the mat. Fingertips on the mat. We're in our forward fold. And bring those arms up. And then bring those hands to heart center. There. So now we'll do some sun salutations. So lift those arms up and then hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch the knees. Touch the mat. Then sweep those arms up. Bring your hands to heart center. And again. So up. Sweep the hands down. Hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch your knees. Touch the mat. Sweep those arms up. Bring your hands to heart center. And again, so sweep up. Hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch the knees. Touch the mat. Sweep those arms up. Bring your hands to heart center. One more time. Up with the arms. Hinge at the hips. Touch the mat. Touch the knees. Touch the mat. Sweep the arms up. Bring your hands to heart center. And then just have a little rest here. Maybe put the hands by your side. Let the shoulders be nice and soft. Wiggle those toes. Feel the earth beneath your feet. You're in mountain pose. It'll be a nice strong mountain. Oh, bring in the core muscles, right? Engage them. So stand a little bit taller. Engage the kneecaps. Just soften the shoulders. There. Ooh, nice tall mountain. All right. Let's put the right foot forward, left foot back. We're now warrior two. So the left foot is pointing out to the long end of the mat. Bend that front knee. Make sure you can see the toes. Body's facing the long end of the mat. Arms go up. Turn your head. Now get those legs nice and strong. The arms are nice and strong. And then you can rest your arm on your leg and then bring your hand over and then reach, 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 reach. And then swing back into warrior two. The back hand goes down, front hand comes up. Look up at that hand. Reach, reach, reach. And then bring those hands back to warrior two. Now just feel the strength. Have strong arms, strong legs. Arms come down. Point your feet. Maybe a little bit out to the corners of the mat. Then hinge at the hips. And touch the mat. And walk your hands past one foot. Bend that knee, stretch the leg behind. Then go to the other side. So walk your fingers past that foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Walk your hands past the other foot. Bend that knee, stretch the leg. Then go back to the other side. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Come to the center. So heads down, fingertips on the mat. You're in a wide-legged forward fold. It's nice, it opens up the hips, stretches the muscles in the lower spine. Then just slowly come up into a star pose. Reach, reach, reach. And then let the arms come down slowly as you breathe out. And then turn and face the other way now. So now the left foot is facing the short end of the mat. Right foot is nicely wide, nice wide stance. Bend that front knee. Make sure you can see those big toes. And then open up those arms. And just turn your head. And just really feel the strength in your legs, using those big muscles in your thighs. Let's just have a little rest. Bring the arm over. And then bring the arms back into warrior two. And then back hand down, front hand up. Reach, reach up high. And then bring those arms back to warrior two. And then the arms can come down. Point those toes maybe a little bit to the corners. And then hinge at the hips. Down you go. Touch your fingertips to the mat. In a wide-legged forward fold. Just take a moment here to have a little rest. And then start walking those fingers past one foot. Bend that knee, stretch the leg. And then walk the other way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Walk the other way with your hands. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Walk those hands past the other foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Come to center, fingertips on the mat. Got your wide-legged forward fold. Then hold those elbows, just let your arms, head dangle like a rag doll. Then slowly come up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Reach those arms up in a star pose. Then the arms can come down. And just bring those feet together. Give your legs a little shake. And then stand in your mountain pose. And then just put your hands onto your waist, onto your back. Just have a little look up at the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and out. Just relax. And then stand up nice and tall again. Then let's just take a moment. Just swing your arms nice and gently. Just swing the arms. And then we're going to get ready to go back down onto the mat. So we're going to go back into our downward facing dog. So hands on the mat. Step back. Straight legs, straight arms, head down, hips up. So you're in your downward facing dog. So downward facing dog. And bend the knees. Uncurl the toes. So now we're in tabletop. Keep the big toes together. Open up the knees. Let the hips go down. Let the head go down. And now we're in extended child's pose. So rest your arms on the mat. Head down on the mat. Knees are apart. Big toes together. Hips are down. And just take a big sigh and a big deep breath. Whew. Have a little rest here. And often say you let go of things, like let go of thoughts. Well, here in this pose, just let go of your body. Just let go. Don't have to hold it up. Just rest the body. Just let go. This is a good one to do before you go to bed. This one calms you down. Or even if you get frustrated during the day, if things aren't going right, you can go left or you can get into a child's pose. And then slowly push yourself up. Bring your knees together. And then just swing yourself around. We're going to go lie on our backs. Knees up, feet on the mat. Just take a moment here just to let the bottom of your spine, that bit right at the lowest point of your back, just let it go. Just let it sink into the floor. Just let the floor make it go flat. So just become relaxed. And then you can just take a deep breath in and lift the hips up. And then just let the hips go down nice and slowly. And then just take a deep breath in, lift the hips up. And just let the hips go down nice and slow. And one more time. Take a deep breath in, lift up the hips. And let your hips go down nice and slowly to the floor. And then bring the knees up. Give them a little hug and roll from side to side. And then you can put one foot down and help one ankle onto that knee. So we got a number 4, and then the arms go out, palms go up. Just relax the shoulders, relax this leg that's up in the air, relax the arms, just let go, and just take those slow deep breaths. Just let everything relax. Then bring that knee up. Give it a little hug. Put that foot down. Bring the other knee up. A little hug. Help the ankle onto the other knee. And then just let the hips go. Let the arms relax. Shoulders relax. This is recline pigeon pose. Just bring that knee up. Bring both knees up. Give them a little hug. Roll from side to side. And then feet down. Straighten those legs. Really stretch the ankles away. Push the ankles away so your legs get nice and tight. And then relax the legs. And then you can bend one knee. Slide the foot up the straight leg. Let the knee fall to the floor and let the palms face up. So we're in our reclined tree pose. Then just slide that foot down the leg. Now bend the other knee. Slide the foot up the straight leg. Let the knee fall to the floor. Just straighten that leg. And then once again, just push the heels away. Pull the toes towards you so your legs are all tense. Using all the muscles in your legs. And then just relax. And bring the knees up one more time. Give those knees a hug. Roll from side to side. And then put the feet down. Keep the knees together. And let the knees fall to one side. Arms go out in a T. Look away from the knees. So you're in our supine twist. Nice slow deep breaths. Really, really slowing down. Really, really calming down now. Slow deep breaths. And then just slowly bring the knees up. Point to the sky and slowly drop the knees to the other side. Look away from the knees. And then slowly bring the knees up to face the sky. Now remember what we've done before. Keep the knees together and just take the feet apart. So the feet are maybe as wide as the mat, and just let the knees fall together. So you don't have to use any muscles to hold those knees up. The knees are just falling together. And just take a moment just to let the palms face up, shoulders and neck are nice and relaxed. The back of your hips, the back of the pelvis here is nice and flat on the floor. Nice slow deep breaths. Some people like to stay here for Shavasana, but of course I know all you girls have your favorite spot. That's a really nice place to stay. Support your back. It feels good. Just settle yourself down, lie down, or sit in the chair. Just relax, sit comfortably, lie down comfortably. Just lie down, sit down, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, and imagine you're walking down a gravel path in the countryside, and you see tall trees, colorful flowers lining the path. Rays of sunshine peek through the trees, and birds are chirping. There's a light breeze. You smile as you take a few full deep breaths in and smell the fresh air. You look ahead and the path runs as far as your eyes can see. With each step you take, you start to feel more confident and positive. The long path ahead makes it feel like life has given you lots of options. You have so much ahead of you. Your future is bright. Just take a moment to have positive thoughts. Remember those positive thoughts, so when things aren't going right, you can go left and leave all the frustrations and worries behind. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Move your head from side to side. Roll over to one side and slowly push yourself up. Come up to seated. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just start to notice how you feel. We'll do those other 2 little yoga moves we need to do. So just smile with the eyes, smile with your mouth, and have love in your heart. And share that love. And we can also do our peace is in me. Peace is in me. Peace is in me.
Peace is in me. Peace is in me.
Me.
Peace is in me. Peace is in me.
Or we can do our loving kindness. Oh, I've got your love and your light in my heart. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Lorna.
Bye.
Thank you, Lorna.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.